everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Bethany, and if you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of my weekly videos. Today I have for you a little bit different of a video. I wanted to share with you guys a little bit of my backstory, my fitness journey, and where I came from and where I'm at today. I mean, it didn't just happen overnight for me. There's stories that are sad, not so good, happy, exciting, that led up to where I am at in my life at this point. So I wanted to help inspire others, hopefully just reaching by one person, that would be fantastic, and letting you guys know a little bit more of who I am. So let's get into this video. Okay, so I want to share with you guys a little bit about where I came from and some of the events that led up to me being a personal trainer and where I'm at today. So I'm going to start about 15 years old, 15 or 16 years old. At that particular time, I was having some issues with the way I looked. It wasn't anything major. I just thought, oh, I've got this extra pudge on my belly. What can I do to get this pudge off? I saw the other girls around me. I didn't notice anyone else having that, and I wanted that flat stomach like they had. So I was doing a little bit of that comparing, or a lot, and I decided that I was going to start running, and maybe that would get the weight off. So I started running every day, and then I went to food and started cutting calories, I guess. I was finding like these healthy options at the store, like Snackwell's cookies instead of real chocolate chip cookies, or the big fattening kind. I decided to go with the Snackwell's. I don't even know if they make them anymore. They were that green box with those delicious chocolate cookies, only 50 calories per cookie. And I thought, okay, well, with these slight changes, maybe I'll get some of that weight off. And it just so happens at that same time my parents got divorced. Now, I didn't think much of it. It was sad. It was not the best thing to happen in my life. Nobody wants that. But I think it did play a big impact on my eating disorder, because I wasn't thinking that I had any sort of eating disorder. I was just trying to cut some calories out of my diet, not knowing what I was doing. But it ended up turning to, or spiraling into, because I don't want to shed too much detail here and keep this video rolling for hours and hours. I became a prisoner literally to an eating disorder by 16 years old. I was going to school and I had a car, so I could leave school at lunchtime, and there was times that I could have went out with my friends for lunch. I decided not to, and I would go home and I would literally eat maybe 2 pieces of bread with a piece of lettuce between, and that was my lunch. And it just kind of got worse. I don't talk about this much, so I'm sorry. I know this is really hard for me, but I want to tell you guys that even though it got so bad, and there's other things that came along with that, there is hope. It doesn't have to be like that. So yes, I was basically a prisoner to my eating disorder. I had to eat at set times every single day. So I had to have a meal at this time, I had to have dinner at this time, I had to have a snack at 2 a.m. I mean, if I didn't stick to this schedule, I was so off kilter. I literally set an alarm clock at 2 a.m. to get up to eat my bowl of Raisin Bran. That would be my breakfast. And that would keep me good to go off to school and be okay till I got back home to have that lunch, which was the bread and lettuce. That's how bad it was. And that's why a girl that was a normal weight and actually looked okay, and I never was overweight. I was never like the overweight girl. Just had a little bit of maybe baby pudge or something going on that could have worked itself out. it became a situation where I got down to, I believe it was about 95 pounds. That's when doctors were stepping in, therapists, nutritionists, dietitians, my parents were all over me. Everybody around me could see what was going on. I didn't want help from anybody. The nutritionist would tell me, oh, you need to just put butter on your bread. Add some butter and get some fat in it. Oh yeah, I'll do that. And I'd go home and no way, I wasn't touching butter. I didn't even want it to touch my fingers. I would wash my hands if any kind of fat like that got on my fingers. The mental that goes with this, I mean, it's just unbelievable. But at least I can sit here and look back on this, like what was going on, you know? So we'll pass through all that, and so I'm 95 pounds. The doctors are all over me. They put me through an osteoporosis test. They said I was already losing bone mass. I had lost my period for about 2 years. I didn't realize the damage I was doing to myself. And when I'm determined to do something, I am determined and I stick to it and I go hard. So I decided, I got to a point, I can't do this anymore. I'm 95 pounds. Everybody's all over me. They're saying I'm going to have to go to the hospital and be hooked up to tubes if I don't start eating. So I wasn't going to eat from tubes in a hospital bed. So I said, that's it, Bethany, you got to do something about this. Within 2 months, I gained like 10 pounds, and I'm sure there was some eating situation things going on still, but to me, I just said, whatever, I'm eating whatever I want to. I didn't care about fat and calories anymore. I just started eating whatever I wanted. Now, like I said, I'm sure there was something still on because I never really got the proper help. I just wanted to get some weight on me and feel good and not be a prisoner to that eating disorder. I was missing events, things that my friends wanted to do, I was skipping out on because, I would not be able to eat my whatever meal I was going to eat for that day at that time. So it was screwing the whole thing up. So I felt so much better, like knowing I could just eat whenever I wanted to. So life did get better and it got easier, and the food wasn't so, like, it wasn't on my mind all the time, and it wasn't an obsessive thing, and it's like, okay, we got a cookie here, or, you know, a slice of pizza, just eat it, you're gonna be fine. It really was better. So we're going along, and I'm going to move forward to about 25 to 26 years old. My life is going well. I'm eating whatever I want pretty much. I mean, I never was one to eat fried chicken and hamburgers. I had stopped actually eating red meat at a young age. So I wasn't eating red meat, but I'd eat meat, chicken, turkey, fish. Just nothing really super high in fat. So I did watch the fat content because I know, I mean, it's just not healthy in general to be mowing down a bunch of fast food and fattening stuff, but nothing that was like an obsessive thing. Okay, so I'm 25 or 26 years old and I'm pregnant with my first child, and I go to my first check-in with the doctor so they could look to see how the baby was doing. And I was talking to my doctor about all this anxiety I had been having, and she asked me some questions and then started feeling around my throat and said she felt a lump, and she asked me if I'd ever been seen by an endocrinologist, and I remember just answering, endo what? Like, I had never heard of an endocrinologist. And she said, I think you need to be seen by an endocrinologist, but you're going to have to wait till you have your baby. I think I feel something in there, and that may be the answer to why you're having all this anxiety. So I'm coasting along, I'm pregnant. I thought I would be gaining a lot of weight because that's normally what I thought happens with pregnant women, but this didn't seem to be the case with me. I didn't gain that much weight. And after I had my first baby, I started losing weight very quickly. I was super tired. I'm not one to nap, and I was napping at the weirdest times. I remember trying to watch a movie at like 2 in the afternoon with my baby, and I would just be laying there and I'd fall asleep, which was so abnormal for me. I was losing all this weight, so of course everyone around me is starting to wonder if I've developed this eating disorder again and I'm not eating, which was not the case. I was eating whatever I wanted, trying to pile in all the calories because I was nursing. I knew I needed to eat, but the weight was coming off so quickly and I became very unhealthy looking, thin. I was fatigued all the time. I didn't know what was going on, and I remember that doctor had told me to go to the endocrinologist. So I made that appointment, and when I went in, they said they had noticed something suspicious in my blood work, and I was going to have to go in for further testing. So we'll jump forward here. I went into a surgeon. They had opened me up and found out that I had aggressive papillary thyroid cancer that had metastasized to the lymph nodes. So this wasn't about that I was not eating the right thing. I was now sick, and a medical problem was causing me these weight issues where I was super underweight and unhealthy. So of course I had to get all that fixed up. I did have surgery, radiation, and about 2 years or maybe a little less then, I was diagnosed again. I had recurrence of thyroid cancer, all in the chin and jaw and everything. So it was just a constant battle of things that weren't, it's like I'm trying to do better, you know, and doing the best I can and eating right and everything, but there was things out of my control. I mean, life happens, throws us some crazy curveballs. So I got myself healthy again. With that second round that I had, I was cleared. I was good to go. So we're going along again. And as life's going though, this anxiety just never seemed to go away. It was getting stronger and stronger. And I thought, well, it's supposed to get all better because I had my thyroid removed. Everything was fixed up and cleaned up. I'm doing okay, right? Well, no, it wasn't okay. My mental state was just going down and down. I became just very suppressed feeling. I felt like I was stuck in this rabbit hole I couldn't get out of. I didn't even want to leave my house at times. I just felt nervous and uncomfortable. I mean, that's a whole video in itself. We're not going to go down too far with that, but it got really, really bad. And it became where I just almost couldn't recognize myself in the mirror. I was so unhealthy mentally and physically. I thought I was confident and exuding this confidence, but I wasn't. I was not. My self-esteem was not good. Nothing was right. And I was just in a big denial state. And I had to get right. I hit a rock bottom and I said enough's enough. I am one strong, determined person. And when I say enough is enough, I mean that's it. So I woke up the next morning, and I know there's YouTube, and here we are on YouTube. I decided to look up a workout video. I think it was about 30 to 45 minutes long. I had some dumbbells in the garage from years of wherever they came from, I don't know. Picked those dumbbells up, got to that workout, put about 30 or 45 minutes in, like I said, and I felt so good. I thought, well, what was that? Was that the workout that made me feel so good? I don't know, but I'm going to keep doing that. So I got up the next day, did the workout again, and then, I mean, it just got better and better after that. My confidence went up. My self-esteem started to go up. I started to feel better, like the anxiety was starting to lift, and I didn't want to stop. So I had 3 kids at this point, but I made sure that I got the one to school and the other 2 were okay, and I'd get that workout in, and it had to get in. I knew it was helping me, and it was going to be one of my answers on this journey to get better. Because, I mean, when we feel good, everything else just kind of gets better, right? So I started taking transformation pictures. I wanted to get like the before and the after. I really thought that helped me. I opened up an Instagram account on my fitness journey, started posting pictures, just working with people that supported me, like in Facebook fitness groups, holding me accountable, making sure that I kept going on with what I knew I needed to do. and things were going really great. I had been a massage therapist for 13 years, and I had taken breaks here and there because of the kids and the sickness and etc. But I went back to work, and I realized my calling was personal training, working with others, helping other people to understand that sometimes we get into a bad place and we do not have to be stuck in that place, and I want to help bring others out of it because I have been there and I didn't know what to do. I didn't know where to turn. I got into school for personal training and got the certificate and then started doing that, and here I am now. I've been making videos on YouTube. I am so happy to be where I'm at today. I mean, this has not been just like this change in a diet. I had some medical things and then got that all fixed up. I mean, this is a whole entire lifestyle change of where I was and where I am now. I mean, I literally felt like I would never have come out of some of those dark, anxious days of how I was feeling like nothing was going to work. I had tried things, nothing was happening. I was drinking too much, thinking that was going to help, just cover everything up, band-aid it up. Wasn't working. So like today, I don't turn to alcohol, I don't drink, I'm not using food or anything. It's like I get those workouts in, I show up every day, I continue to think positive. It's like a complete lifestyle change. You have to change your attitude about everything, and it's not a diet, it's just a full makeover. I don't want to go back to where I was. It was scary. It was dark and disturbing at times. I did not like the way I felt a lot of times, and I don't want to go back there. So I remember my whys, and it's super important in my journey to remember where I came from, why I'm doing this, and setting goals. I'm huge into setting goals, even if it's something small, like I can only do 5 push-ups, so let's go to try to do 7 push-ups to 10 push-ups. And I think I'm at about like 20 now, maybe a little more, I'm not sure. So I've been doing that. The goal setting is really great, and it's just been so like amazing. I can't put it into words. It's hard for me to even talk about this because the transformation has been like more than I could ever ask for, and I'm still a work in progress. I still have things to work on, and that's okay. And like I still have that little pudge around my belly, it's not perfect, but I can keep working on it. And I have to remember I am not 16 years old anymore, and I've had 3 kids, and it's just what it is, and this is how I am, and I am completely fine with it. It's getting this right and keeping that right. Like I have to stay in a good mental place. As long as I stick to eating healthy, keep a positive attitude, and get up every day and remember like all the good things that have happened around me, those gratitude lists, and get to those workouts and be here to help inspire others. That's what it's all about. And I hope that I have reached somebody in this and somebody can relate to this story. And I mean, of course, all of our stories are different, and some people may be coming from a place where they're overweight or severely underweight. Maybe it looked fine. It's just a mental thing. A lot of this is mental. Hopefully we help each other, and I've helped someone, and you guys learned a little bit more about where I've come from. I want to keep moving on with this journey. I want to be here for you guys, and I hope you guys stick with me and continue to watch me grow, because like I said, I'm still a work in progress, and who knows what the future holds for any of us. So it's so much fun. So I am so happy you guys could be here today to watch this video. This was a little hard for me to do, a little nerve-wracking, but I'm glad to have gotten this off my chest. And today is so great. It's so much better, and it gets better all the time. So there's hope. Don't give up ever. Just stay strong. Keep fighting the fight. And there's always so many resources out there. Don't give up. Make sure you talk to somebody. If you have to do it privately, whatever you got to do something if you want to make a healthy change. Okay, guys? Check out my channel for workout routines. I'm starting to make recipes. And make sure you subscribe if you have not. Liked this video. Help support my channel. And remember, it's never too late to be great. Thanks, guys.
Bow days, bring it to his feet. Mountains, and I'll rise up, I'll rise like the day. I'll rise up, I'll rise unafraid. I'll rise up, and I do it 1,000 times again. That we have each other, and for that we have each other. Yeah.